Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Codename Iceman. Last time, we did a little bit of an inspection of the torpedo room, found something was broken, and we fixed it. We also got some codes and instructions to follow. So let's do a little bit more exploring of the sub. We can't explore everything yet because it won't let us go to the top while the sub is in movement. But there's a little something I want to show off. We go this way. We've got the pantry here, with very exciting explanations of what everything is. Toilet paper, flour, a white box, canned grape juice. Isn't that exciting? And we've got for frozen foods, refrigerator. Yeah, there's really no reason for us to be in here. In fact, there's no reason to ever go here in the game or into this next part. Which I don't understand why this next part is here next to the pantry. It says, store to the reactor room. A radiation symbol is stenciled on it. Oh, we'll be fine. Let's see what happens if we... Compartment is locked. The key is obtainable from the machinist's mate. But I don't think we can ever actually go in there. Maybe it was intended at some point. Yeah, this is the reactor room. We've actually been in that upper tunnel before, but never down here. What's this about radiation? I don't see any radiation. We're fine. But yeah, we can't really go anywhere here, so we exit. As you emerge from the reactor room, you begin to feel a little funny. Ooh. You realize that entering the reactor area without protective clothing was a fatal mistake. Seeing radiation has already begun to turn your cells into jelly. Yikes. Next time, pay attention to radiation warnings. Yeah, why is this right next to the pantry? Every time that door opens, it's exposing all the food to that radiation. Is that smart? I don't know, maybe they're trying to give the Navy superpowers or something. Alright, so, there's actually nothing else we can do right now down here, so let's just go back up. Climb up. Alright, so we're in the kitchen here again. Flipping burgers right now. Just says to you, I'm blowing too much smoke right now to chew the fat, sir. Okay. But if we look right here... it doesn't let you see it. Oh, there's one I want to try. Around the small cafeteria called a galley. Okay, so that's how you look at a room. You said look around. I was watching a Late Life video yesterday, and he had that same kind of problem with another game. I didn't realize. This is the place where the crewmen of the Blackhawks stuff themselves with tender morsels. Through the serving window, you can see the kitchen where the meals are prepared. There's something over here. There's a bottle on the table, and we coincidentally need a bottle. So let's grab that. Just as you reach for the bottle, you see a man enter the galley. Oh, it's this guy. "Aye, Commander Westland," injects the old seaman. "You appear to be eyeballing me a bottle of rum. Would you be interested in wagering a $10 bill for this fine bottle, sir?" he asked with a sly wink. And we can't just, like, demand it for our mission because there's some top secret stuff. So let's just say yes. And we get into what can potentially be the worst part of a person's playthrough. With a gleam in his eye and excitement in his voice, the old seaman says, "Let's roll 'em, Commander, and may a ladylike be on your side. This is beggar's dice." This is pretty much like poker, but with dice. Well, he says, "I'm boss." So, here's what happens. At the beginning of a round, you both roll the dice. Whoever has a better hand, quote unquote, becomes the boss, meaning that they get to first roll again and then decide whether to call it or to do a new roll for both of you. And if he calls it, then you can roll again. You can choose which dice you want to roll to get a better hand. So, for example, he's the boss because he has two pair. He has 2 6s and 2 4s, which is the pretty much the second worst hand you can get, but it's better than my 1 pair of 2s. So he's the boss, so he's probably going to want to roll again. And then you don't see what he rolls next. Start a new round, Scouts, and because he didn't like what he got, he just wanted to roll again. The goal is to get a better, like every time you get a better hand twice, you win. I think it's something called horse. And then you win whatever you're betting. Here it says, you have the edge, sir. So one thing to note is that a straight does not count in this game. So if you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it is worthless. So what I have is I have 2 pair. Usually, like, you know, oh, I know I don't have 2 pair, I have 3 of a kind. I'm an idiot. If you do have 2 pair, you can play by moving the cursor with your direction keys, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know. So, the thing is, if you do have 2 pair, one rule is that you can't just roll 1 dice to try to get a full house, which is 2 of a kind and 3 of a kind in the same hand. It makes you roll at least 3, so usually I don't want to do that. So I have the choice to call, meaning I'm keeping my hand and having him roll, or I could choose a couple more, which I want to do. I want to choose a 1 and 3 and roll, or I could choose N to say I just want a new roll. So let's roll these puppies here. And I have 4 of a kind. So I'm going to call. So I could just say, no, I don't want to do this. I can just get to call a new thing. But no. Say, come on up, Salt, you're mine. So there's pretty much no way he's going to win. Response to the win is let's play. So I have 1 win. If I get a second win, then I win the bottle. This is pretty much the game. Oh boy. He's got 4 of a kind. I'm not winning this one. As well, I'm boss. Now here's the real kicker with this game. So in this game, you can save and load before you roll. However, this guy can break the 4th wall, and he notices this. So if you save the game and you roll and you get a bad roll, if you load it again the first time, he says, alright, you're back from your break, let's go again. So you keep going, and then if you save and load a second different save, he'll come back with a different response saying, hey, you're not saving and loading just so you can cheat, are you? And if you do a third save and a third load, he pretty much states, you know, I'm not going to play with you if you're just going to save and reload all the time. We're done. And you quit. So you're only allowed to save and reload on this twice. Now, I could swear that when I very first played this game, I was able to do it fine without him noticing, because I think I was using save states rather than in-game save. And I swear I was using ScumBM like I am now, and that I was using those saves instead of, like, the ones that, like, you type into the game, and that it didn't read those, but then when I was testing this out, it did read them. So, yeah, so I actually ended up winning everything, which I'll show you in a second. I'll at least win this bottle here. I ended up winning everything, and I have a save there, so you don't have to go through this whole entire thing. But yeah, this could be potentially the worst part of the game, just because it can take forever. It can take like an hour to get everything. You'll see why in a sec. Let's see in Commander, the old guy says. And, well, let's at least try to get something. Yeah, no good. So he's got 1 win and I got 1. So whoever wins the next round, so he's either going to win my money or I'm going to win his bottle. You be the boss, sir, because he doesn't have, like, anything. So let me go ahead and roll these. And I've got nothing, so I'm just going to say new roll. Try it again, maybe my luck will be better, you grunt. Now, the reason that I know the rules of this game is because at the back of the manual is like kind of something cool where oh great, I'm gonna lose this one. Where it looks like somebody's handwritten the rules. It says here, Johnny, here's the rules to Baker's Dice, and then it kind of is like all written out. Oh wait, I'm probably not gonna win this one. Oh wow, I did win. Rumpal's mine, you say? Thanks for the game. I was not expecting that. It feels like sometimes this game does go easy on you. It feels like there's sometimes he should have won, but he decides to do a whole new rule instead. Now that you have won me balls, says the old salt, maybe we could care to play for me money? And you want to say yes? Well, thank you, Commander. He says, a good sport you surely be. Now, I'm not going to go through the rest of this, but I'm going to explain kind of what happens here and why this is terrible. Like, if it was just getting the bottle, it's fine. I've even heard that you can win the game without even playing this game at all. I'm not sure. But it just makes life a lot harder. I don't know what the solutions would be. But here's what happens. So, like, we all have some bills here. So every time... Yeah, he's rolling again. I don't care. I'm not going to really go through this again. Just let them roll and then I can explain here. So like they have these bills here. Every time I win 2 rounds, I get one of his bills. And every time he wins 2 rounds, he gets one of my bills. The goal is to get all of his. If he has nothing left, then he'll have actually one more thing for you. He says, and I have this pictures of this. He says, Commander, he whispers, on the last mission, I relieved a captured KGB agent of this little jewel. Continuing, he says, it seems as though this wee device can be used to neutralize magnetic fields. If you think you can use it, lad, I'll wager the device in return for all your money. So, if you're playing this game, I recommend not saving until that last game, because for this one, like every time, like I said, every time he wins, he takes 1 bill. Every time you win, you take 1 bill. But on that very last round, after playing all that, if you lose to him, he gets all your money and that's that, and you don't get the device. So that's why it's a good idea to only use your 2 saves you can use on that last thing. But you do definitely want to get that device, and I did get that off screen. But let me see if I can show off what happens when you restore. You wouldn't be saving the game just to avoid losing, would you? So that's like what happens if you restore twice. They'll start looking there and says, now lad, I won't be playing with you restoring every time you lose. That'd be cheating. And that's that. But I'm going to restore to when I won. So let's look at our inventory. And we have device. Definitely wanted that device. It'll make life so much easier much later on in the game. Alright, so let me see what we're doing next. So if there's nothing really else left to do, we did that, and like I said, that could be such a painful part of the game. It could take forever. It's based on luck, of course. Oh. Take the helm, Johnny. I'll direct you to the next radio contact. Alright, sounds good, I guess. Maintain current heading. All ahead full, so let's go full speed. Just cruising along here. I feel like we're always next to Alaska, like we haven't really done anything else. I don't know if that's supposed to like indicate where we are or something else. I don't know. I mean, we're supposed to be north from Hawaii, from Pearl Harbor. Depth. Oops. Maintained. Command, maintain course and depth. just still cruising along. Yeah, like these are very, very exciting portions of the game. Do speed to 2/3. Aye, aye, sir. Oh, whoops. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. May have just screwed it up. Just a second. Okay, there we go. So you're supposed to press the plus and minus key for speed and the up and down key for depth. And I mix those up. Just 100 feet. Okay, now we adjust depth. All ahead slow. Okay. Yeah, if you look in the manual, every single one of these consoles like means something. It is all... Oh, whoops, yeah. This says surface, so we go to the surface there. But yeah, like, Captain taps you on the shoulder and says, yeah, each and everything means something, and most of it's useless for our purposes. Shift replacement is here, Commander. Let's go topside for some fresh air while radio is making contact. We actually want to save here, and I'm going to stop here because something's going to come up very soon. And I do want to get some practice on it. I do want to, like, check out some things before I record it for you. So, what is coming up? What will we find when we get up the top side? You're just going to have to find out next time on Let's Play Codename Iceman. Thank you for watching and have a good day.